Good morning, Lheidli Today First Nation members. Kevin Brown here from the Lheidli Today communications team. Live here through live stream to the Lheidli Facebook pages from Lheidli Today Memorial Park. Of course, normally we would say Happy National Indigenous Peoples Day. Not sure that it's appropriate this year with the discovery of the 215 children at the Kamloops Residential School, but Lheidli Today, as you know, is supporting Wesley Mitchell and his team in having a drum circle here at Lheidli Today Memorial Park this morning. It'll officially start in about 20 minutes, and it goes to 3 o'clock. And we will be on air live streaming till about noon, just so for those members who weren't able to come down to the park this morning, you're able to at least get a sense of what the drum circle event is all about. So sit back, enjoy, and of course this will be recorded for replay anytime you want to go back and see it, or for those who may be working or doing other things today, you can watch it tonight. So sit back, enjoy. We'll be on air, as I say, for about an hour and 15 or 20 minutes. Thanks very much, and welcome here. You are live at Lheidli Today Memorial Park.
Howdy, Wesley Mitchell. Honored to be here on the Lheidli Today territory for National Indigenous Peoples Day 2021. I have invited elders, I've invited drummers, and thank you for showing up and sharing the space on this most important day. It means a lot that we have everybody together and to gather to celebrate. We bring the drums to bring in the ancestors. We bring the drums for the heartbeat, for unity. Ivan and I have started drumming, and Stephen at the hospital over a year ago before any of the pandemic, or when the pandemic started. And today we bring our drums in honor to respect the 215 that were discovered on May 27th. Might have been earlier, but that's when it was put out in the media. Today is about expressing yourself, loving yourself no matter what culture you're in, no matter what race, gender, two-spirited, gay, lesbian. You are here to express yourself in a safe manner, in a positive manner, and together. That is my goal for today, as well as to listen to elders at the top of every hour, beginning with an opening prayer with Darlene McIntosh, and we have Lheidli Today Chief Darlene Logan here, and we're gonna honor this territory, this park we're on. It's a very sacred park. Many things have happened. I'm not going to get into the details. We have a burial site over there. I encourage drummers that aren't drumming, if they want to go over to the other pavilion while this is going on and sharing, or anywhere in the space, to share along as well as what's going on the stage, right? We have tents over here. You're welcome. There's some handprints from Two Rivers Gallery that we would love everybody to put their left hand on that print in memory of this moment. We're all going to be here today in the present. And in this moment, that's what it's about. We're not promised tomorrow, but we're promised today. And it's about culture. It's about tradition. It's about loving ourselves. And when we can love ourselves, we can learn to love others. We have that acceptance, we have that surrender, but we have that unity. We have the unity and community. So, thank you. From my heart to your heart, I love you. I'm going to introduce Elder Darlene Mack and Chief Darlene Logan. Aho, all my relations.
Welcome, everyone. I'm glad we had a little bit of people here. We have to practice COVID. Remember, we're not over this yet. But I just wanted to share a text I got from a friend who's from another country. He sent me this morning. It says, "On this Indigenous Day, I stand with Indigenous peoples in the solitary on this day. I have learned more and more Indigenous people's cultures, sacrifices, struggles, history, and outstanding resilience and achievements." I told him thank you, and this is a message we have to pass on to everyone. Like, unfortunately, just last week, I had a member come here and tell me that he comes here and he cleans our active gravesite. And someone came and asked him, why would they put a graveyard in our park? Like, we need to educate people on our struggles, everything about Lheidli T'enneh and all nations. And to remember our ancestors. If it wasn't for them, for their resilience, we wouldn't be here. And so on behalf of Chief and Council and our membership, I'd like to welcome you to the unceded territory of Lheidli T'enneh, and I'll introduce you to our elder, Darlene McIntosh, to start us off on the right way.
Can everybody hear?
It's just
Hello?
There we go.
You need a louder voice. Hadi. 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 Not loud enough. Hadi. Better. We woke you all up. So, as an elder with Lheidli T'enneh Nation, my mother, Darlene's mother, were sisters, and were in LeJac Residential School. So it has very deep meaning to us here at the park, and lots of memories, and our ancestors are buried at the cemetery over there, which is a very sacred, honoring place for us. And thank you so much for attending. You know, we always talk about Orange Shirt Day, and we know the settlers, there's some that are our allies. You know, they truly are supportive of us. And I said, when you become allies, you need to physically show us that you're an ally. You wear orange, you wear an orange ribbon, and you come out to ceremonies, and you come out to what we're doing today, and not just say, oh, well, that's nice, and stay away and think that you're not invited. Every culture is invited. We are an inclusive people. We are not exclusive. And we always welcome as many to come and support what's going on today. So the first thing we need to do is to connect with Mother Earth. Have a nice deep cleansing breath throughout your whole body. Just a nice deep cleansing breath. Let go of anything that does not align with today. And when we take that breath of life into our body, into our sacred being, we then reach up to Creator and to Mother Earth, and we allow that breath to sink into our body all the way down into our feet. We feel our feet sink into the deep, rich soil of Mother Earth. And there we can smell the richness of her soil. We can feel it between our toes. And there she grounds us into today, into this very moment being present. And it's like, how many times do you allow yourself to be present in this very moment? We don't allow ourselves. So just for today, allow yourself to come back into the sacredness of who you are, because we were born on this earth plane to be sacred, to be in service, and not to be selfish and whatever we want. It's not about what we want, it's about what we can do for our community. So if we can just maybe close our eyes,
not to be distracted, and bow our heads. Creator, grandfathers and grandmothers, and all of our ancestors, come be with us today as we celebrate National Indigenous Peoples Day here at Lheidli Memorial Park. Creator, thank you for this beautiful day on Mother Earth. Thank you for the gift of community. Thank you for bringing all who are present that have come to share the celebration of our First Nations people. Our First Nations people have just come through a devastating announcement of finding now over 300 children that were in Indian residential schools. Their bodies thrown into the ground so no one would find out. Who would do this to innocent children? The trauma that continues to open the wounds of our elders is unthinkable. The naysayers, what do you think now? Or are you still making excuses in your narrow mind as you are unable to face the truth? The similarities of racism is so bad that a normal mind cannot comprehend these atrocities that have taken place as we speak. As the sad stories keep rising, bringing the attention to many unspeakable acts, as again in the Muslim family murdered in London, Ontario, or the pandemic fears of racism faced by our Asian communities. We as First Nations people have faced this for over 150 years. This is a day of introspection, calling all people to attention. A day for all humanity to be silent, just for a moment. The commitment of all peoples, the caring, the compassion, takes strength in keeping their light within strong. As the tears flow, remembering these beautiful souls whose lives were taken from their families, the children are forever remembered. Creator, hear our prayers. It was said by Chief Sitting Bull, for us, warriors are not what you think of as warriors. The warrior is not someone who fights because no one has the right to take another life. The warrior for us is one who sacrifices himself, herself, for the good of others. His task is to take care of the elderly, the defenseless, those who cannot provide for themselves, and above all, the children, the future of humanity. Now we must put our petty differences aside, coming together as a community of one. We need to be serving and not self-serving. Look at self before pointing a finger at your neighbor. We all have that common thread as humans, as at the end of our lives, we bring only love of family and friends. Beauty, compassion, and a love for our future generations that exist on this beautiful planet called Mother Earth after we are long gone. The beauty of Indigenous people is that we are so connected to Mother, as we are the caretakers of her. We have, not only us, but all humanity, have an intimate connection with our environment. The trees breathe out, we breathe in. We breathe out, and the trees breathe in. If each of us is willing to take a chance to trust, we, the Lheidli Nation, can and will make it work for the good of all. Creator, hear our prayers. Thank you for those willing to work towards building a strong relationship with each other, and most important, willing to make a powerful commitment to make sure this does not happen again. Let us be an awareness and educate. Let us come with open minds and open hearts as we see the light in each other. With this commitment, we walk the Good Red Road promoting and acknowledging our unique differences. Our ways of thinking will be forever changed. We thank all who have come forward today, showing the world that we care, drumming and singing for those who can't. We call on the ancestors of all nations, along with the grandfathers and the grandmothers, to be with us today, asking for understanding, compassion, and a positive attitude in our thoughts and actions. Our Prince George community has shown strength of character as we acknowledge and find peace in our hearts. Our world will be a different place as together, let us dissipate this threat to all human life. May our journey be filled with hope, kindness, and compassion for all peoples. Give our future a chance, our world a chance to be better people, leaving fear, hatred, and lack of understanding behind us as we walk into a brighter future. May Creator always be there for the people in need, the drummers and singers who have come to call the ancestors of all peoples. As we all together we will come through this devastating part of our history with the message of love, light, and healing, sharing the message of being kind, calm, and being safe with those around us. May we bring our light today, sharing and celebrating this great day of our First Nations people. As we, a people, we are inclusive and not exclusive, sharing our gifts with those around us. May all those present journey in healing, light, and unconditional love. May your choices be freeing, and with each step growing in spirit. Know that Creator walks with you, feeling and experiencing life through you. May you walk softly on Mother Earth, leaving no footprints. Creator, hear our prayers. Creator, hear our prayers. All my relations must see. Thank you.
Okay, we've had a lot of sponsors, our people helping. Shannon Wright has been one of them from the Pepper Tree. Her and her daughter Nyana, if they could please come up. And can I get Chief Darlene Logan and Darlene McIntosh to please come up?
I did my muted speech.
So they've done gift packages for each of the elders. We have, of course, Darlene McIntosh. We have Chief Darlene Logan. Each hour, I'd said we're presenting elders with their speeches, and the Pepper Tree has donated gifts for them. We'll have Edie Frederick at noon, Violet Bozecki at 1, and then we're having John Brink come in at 2 o'clock to hand out shirts as well, orange t-shirts that he's donated over $2,000 for shirts. And we have All Nations Security out there if you need security as well.
Thank you. Simgigat, Sigadam Hanak, Guelto, Luam Squadi, Wilwitweed, Zim Lachyip, traditional unceded territory of the Lheidli Tene, Doyach Sinisum Lheidli Tene, Doyach Sinisum, Darlene Logan, Doyach Sinisum, Darlene McIntosh, Doyach Sinissim, Wesley Mitchell, hosting and coordinating. Doyach Sinissim, all the speakers. Doyach Sinissim, drummers. Doyach Sinissim, singers. Doyach Sinissim, volunteers. Doyach Sinissim, sponsors. And Doyach Sinissim, all the guests. I am Samogat Hauch, Gitsan Hereditary Chief Shannon Wright. My mom is matriarch Salah Lilt Nyana Wright, who's sitting over in the elders tent. My father is Guwat at the front here, and my daughter is Gwagalam Nyana. Together we own and run the Pepper Tree. For those of you who don't know, I am the daughter of a residential school survivor. My dad had to attend Lytton Residential School. The symbol on our orange shirts is our salon logo. My mom, Salah Lilt Nyana, designed this. It captures what we stand for. She wanted a tree because we are the Pepper Tree. She loved this design of the tree because it also represents a family, people, and nations. We are a family-run business, and we also cater to families, all people. She wanted to make sure we had a leaf near the bottom so we could incorporate the Indigenous form lines of who we are. This captures our Indigenous roots. We are Indigenous, and as a family, we are Gitxsan. She wanted it to be in a circle because we are a green circle salon, which means we recycle everything, caretakers of the earth, as well as the circle means we are one. Fast forward to the discovery of the precious 215 little children remains that were found. We knew we wanted to do something to raise awareness and make a difference. My mom said, we have to use our logo and do an Every Child Matters t-shirt, since our logo represents family. The residential schools try to destroy families. The Indigenous form lines represents our foundation of who we are. Leaves represent healing of the nations, which we are in the process of doing. At the bottom, she wrote, compassion, empathy, love equals change. We know once the rest of Canada's eyes and ears are opened to the genocide that was committed to our people, they will see the reality with compassion, empathy, and love, and then change will happen. She contacted Phyllis Webstad and sent her this design and told her we wanted to make it and donate 100% of all the proceeds to the Orange Shirt Society. Phyllis Webstad said the design looked great and is very well thought out. She then gave us her approval and said she is thankful for our donations. As of today, we were able to send off 2 checks to her, which total just under $1,400, and that amount will change after today. We have more shirts in the salon, and I am extremely thankful that we are in the position to make a difference. Doyach Sinissim.
Truly amazing, grateful. Opening prayer was very heartfelt. We have the Wet'suwet'en drummers, which is they're gonna drum until 12 o'clock when Edie Frederick comes on. We're gonna start with the morning song. I put these roses out in front. I would love for the children to come and grab them freely. If you will allow your children to grab them and hand them out. There's an elder's tent right there. One of the elders, that's Nyana there, senior, that we were talking about, that Shannon Wright was just talking about, and her father as well. They have sandwiches as well that are around, but please feel free to get the children to hand out these while the morning song is going on. we're going to do it without the drum. So it's an honor to be able to give out that love. A rose is all about love, and love beats everything. Love conquers fear, and love conquers, the love supports humanity. And if we can all love each other, we can make a difference, right? And that's where I go back to the acceptance and the surrender, to that self-will that can be powerful in some people and not so positive. So to see these children that will be, as the Wet'suwet'en drummers come on, I'm calling on the Wet'suwet'en drummers. I am Wet'suwet'en, so it's an honor to be here and have them. They traveled the furthest to come be here. So it's an honor for them to leave the territory and be on Lheidli T'enneh. And this song was originated by, I believe, Molly Wickham. I'll let Diana introduce it. I also want to say thank you to Andrew for the first hour of live streaming for the Lheidli T'enneh elders that cannot be here with the safe protocols. Thank you, Andrew. JD, everybody else that's here, Chuck. Steve has been walking with us since the start of the pandemic. He's been gifted a drum, and he goes to residential schools and captures the moments. I love this man. He stands tall, and he's a brother. So, get into the light. Even.
Harit Denizet, Zakozet, Skyzet, Saisozit, Diana Johansson, Smithers, Westai. I'm one of the drum group organizers with the Echaya Hosley dance group, and our goal is to teach the young people our songs and our laws through the stories of the songs that we share with the people. Right now we're going to be doing the morning song by Molly Wickham. She had composed this song for remains that were found in Wet'suwet'en at the campground that they had a ceremony for to rebury them. And she asked for no video of this song. And right after that one, we're going to be doing another one by my Auntie Virginia, who had composed it specifically for the 215 children. Messiah. Miss Auntie. This next song that we're going to do for you belongs to Lheidli clan, the Fireweed and Sun House. It's the Grouse Song. In this song, we'll be depicting one of the laws by our people of not trespassing, let alone hunting on someone else's territory. And you'll notice the hunter out on the territory, and he sees a grouse, and split second he shoots his arrow to the grouse, and the grouse gets knocked out. And the hunter realizes moments after that he had shot something in someone else's territory, and he drops to the ground in complete sadness because the repercussions of the hunting on someone else's territory. And eventually he cries out, and then the grouse wakes up and comes to, and the hunter is happy that his life's been spared by this grouse coming back. Are you? So this next one is Gedimden Kiasken. It belongs to the Wolf and Bear clan. When we do our drumming, I like to try to showcase the clan members to lead their song. So this, with this belonging to the Gedimden, we ask the Gedimden.
Members, Claytley Tenay First Nation members from Claytley Tenay Memorial Park to be with you on National Indigenous Peoples Day 2021. Claytley Tenay supporting the Drum Circle event going on here right now. And as you can hear in the background, the drumming is just getting going, and it's a beautiful day in Claytley Tenay Memorial Park. I'm here, of course, with Claytley's own second woman chief ever in Claytley history, Chief Darlene Logan, who helped open this event this morning. Chief, you talked about the importance of National Indigenous Peoples Day. What does it mean to the Claytley Tenay First Nation?
Really? You're going to ask that? No. Yes, it's very important to all people, all nations, but Claytley Tenay, it's because it's held in our park. This is our burial ground. This is ours. This is our original home from our ancestors.
You've been saying since the discovery of the children in Kamloops that it's time that Canada learned more about its Indigenous history. Why is that important right now?
Why is it important? Well, sorry, I got a bug in my eye.
No
It's
problem.
because we are here first. We shouldn't be learning about Canada's history. We should be learning about First Nations history and everything that we've gone through from before what they call first contact. We were here first. They should know our history and how we built this nation, not Canada or the federal government or the monarchy.
Is that part of why National Indigenous Peoples Day is so important to be held from coast to coast to coast in this country called Canada, is because of the educational value of a day like today?
Well, I think it should be a national holiday because we have a lot of First Nations who work for companies that don't acknowledge Aboriginal Day. And it should be a national holiday, and it's a day to celebrate being First Nations. This originally would have been the time we all gathered to get ready to do our July would be our fishing season, to move to our second camp.
Chief, you've talked about what the last couple of weeks has meant to all Indigenous people, not just Claytley Tenay members, but have you seen enough movement so far that has the attention of Canadians to do what you've asked them to do and go and learn about Indigenous history?
It's going to be a journey because there's a lot of people that are going to refuse to learn. But it's slowly starting, and I encourage everyone all Claytley Tenay people, and just go educate their friends, and then their friends educate their friends, and then there's a chain we can start. First, to be positively on Facebook. If anyone wants to do a little bit of history on Facebook, the best thing to do is be positive about it. No finger pointing, no blaming anybody. Just be proud of your history and show it on Facebook. Whatever you want to write, just share it. That's the first part.
The day itself, you're prepared to say to the federal government, enough of a holiday on July 1st, let's move that holiday to June 21st each year and really celebrate the early history of our country, Canada.
Oh, absolutely. I think it should be a holiday. Right now, I don't know how many of our First Nations children are at school right now, not able to celebrate. And well, like I said, we were here first. Celebrate us. Celebrate First Nations, all First Nations.
That is very true, Chief. A lot of members can't even attend today because they're due in school or due at work.
Yes, absolutely. They can't. They're watching this on Facebook later on when they're at home, where it should be a national holiday so everyone, not only First Nations, but all everyone could come out here and have fun, celebrate. What a better way to introduce our culture than having a national day so everyone could come and see.
You've said already that Clay was prepared to support Wesley Mitchell and his great team of volunteers to get the drum circle going today. You've also said that Claytley is really hoping to be able to host the normal big event in the park on June 21st next year. Can you feel it? Is it going to come?
Yes, I do. I feel it. I think next year, Clayton, today we're going to rock this park. Like, we're going to have fun with it. And to showcase our, hopefully, cross our fingers, it's a national holiday, so everyone can come out here and attend, and we can show everyone our culture.
All right, Claytley members, you heard it from the chief. Mark June 21, 2022 in your calendars. She's going to work as hard as she can to try to get it to be a national holiday. Invite the entire community and region.
And for a special treat, we'll have Kevin make the in the back so we don't have to talk to him.
Well, I've got a year to practice, so thank you for that, Chief. And Claytley members, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is you.
And just a reminder, if you do come down to the park, please be COVID conscious. Wash your hands, bring your sanitizer, stay 6 feet apart. I'll be leaving here soon, so it'd be like a few bodies out, so a few more bodies can come in.
What she doesn't do to make room for others. Thank you very much, Chief Logan. Enjoy the rest of your day with your family. Claytley members do the same. Enjoy your day with your families. Stay safe, and we'll see you here June 21st, 2022. Have a good rest of National Indigenous Peoples Day.
So thank you to the dancers for coming. The ones that came up from the audience, they were from the Lheidli clan. So this next one is Grouse Song, and it's called the Inca Zoo. And this song means it's coming to life. Just like the name of our dance group, Efia Hosley, that part means it's coming to life, bringing it back to life. Right in front of the...
the big drum, there's rattles and another drum. I'll put that other drum back on the blanket. Anybody that wants to go on there, the kids especially, that big drum is sitting there waiting for you to join at any performance. And any drummers, any dancers out there, let's join during the ceremonies. I know it's pretty hot. We got hydration, water out there. Should be water being handed out, but these are open drums, open rattles for everybody to use. She want to come up here? Got a volunteer?
There's a big white cooler over there between the blue tents over there. They have water over there. Yeah, that's where I pointed. So this next song that we're going to do for you is the Taiyu song, the Beaver Clan. It's some of the words say, look at the beaver chewing on his bark stick, and look at the beaver flapping his tail. So watch Wesley nice and close, everybody.
We're also going to have some kids come and dance in the grass, so come and join us. They will teach you.
Yeah.
It's right there. Yeah, go ahead at any time. Sorry, that's it, yeah. Is that okay, or did you want? More. One more? Okay, yeah. Okay, this is, I'll let them introduce it, but they traveled, like I said, from Witsat, BC. Lheidli T'enneh has gifted a card, some sage, and a little bit of help for coming all the way here. So it's an honor to have them here in our space. I love it. We're suits and strong, y'all. One more.
So this last song that we're going to do for you was actually a song that was gifted to us from the Tlingits dancers from down south. They had come to our Yinta for a workshop, and they gifted us this song. It's called a carving song, and what depicts this song is a carver carved a mask, and when he was done, he was so prideful and being boastful about it, showing everybody in the community. And when he brought it home, it cracked and it broke, and he asked his chief what happened, why did this happen to him, and he said he's being too boastful about his work. So they, when he went to bed that night, this song came to him, the beats of the song came to him, and this is what it came of, the carving song.
Thank you, Witsuits and drummers. I loved it. Now we're having Elder Edie Frederick. I'm looking for Shannon and Niana as well at this moment. Shannon and Diana. Oh, there. Yeah, pepper tree. How's everybody doing? You awake? Can't hear nothing. Wake 'em up! Wake 'em up! We need some water. We need some water. Water is life. Here's Shannon Wright and Diana Wright, Elder Edie Frederick.
Howdy. Sposia E. Frederick slew Josie Paul, Spa, Alec Paul and they. So I kind of introduced my parents. I can go further back, but I'll do that in English to spare time. So what I said was, Josie Paul is my mother. The late Alec Paul is my father. Alec Paul is, his sister is Mary John from Saigas, Stony Creek. My father's mother is Anzel. Anzel was the granddaughter of 6 Mile Mary. And on my mother's side, her parents are Agnes John and Patrick John. My grandfather, Patrick John, his father was named Fraser Lake John. And Fraser Lake John's father, his name was Chenny. So these are the ancestors who I'm descendant of. And when us Stackhead people, we introduce ourselves in public, this is how we normally do it. So I'm just following protocol. On behalf of my nation, Lheidli, Tibet hundi was again gently now Tibet hunesty and it's Suanan glades. So I'm happy that everybody has come here and gathered on our sacred grounds and to enjoy a really, really good day, a day of change. And I'm very happy. My heart is very happy about that. So I'm a widow of a residential school survivor, the late Robert Frederick. His number was number 9. And yes, he told me all the sad stories that he had to go through in that awful school. And yeah, he'd be up here talking and telling you guys like it is, like he wouldn't beat around the bush. That's how he was. And yeah, so we got to carry on some legacies here, and our children. We gotta pass on what we know to our children. It's so important. I'm a language teacher. I'm working with School District 57, so the language is immersed throughout School District 57. I'm also doing work within my community. I'm going to start with the children and work into the families and let it spread out from there, because we're in a time of sunawal. So what that means is another word for reconciliation. So when we interpret that word, it means when things fall back in the right place. And our ancestors are with us today. They're going to help us. They're going to help us do this and do it the right way. And I can't wait, bit by bit, one step at a time, one foot in front of another. We're going to do this. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this the right way. Suna and Gates. Yeah. Good luck to everyone and be well. Snachaya.
So next we have, they hosted the 2015 Canada Games. I still am growing with them, the Kazakhstan drummers. Jennifer Pagan gave me my first drum, invited me on the stage in 2015, and it's been an honor to drum with them since. I've learned a lot, and will continue to learn from the Kazakhstan drummers, and the majority of them are Claytley Tene, but they again are of all nations, and they've been open to have open drum circles as well in the past, before pre-pandemic, at the Almanica Art Center. I love them with all my heart, and it's an honor to share this space again on the Claytley Tene territory. This is the Kazakhstan drummers.
Hari, Danezat Sekezat Skazahuna Stiwa Zadel. We're happy you're all here. We're going to start our day here. Yancha Daketh Zen, Indigenous Peoples Day, with Greeting the Day. This is a song that was gifted to our group during the Canada Winter Games by Salangley. He's Vernon Jr. and he's Haida man. He shared this song because he was walking through the forest and he moved a branch and uncovered a grave site, and this song came to him at that time. So when he reflected on it, he found that he thought this song was connected with that. It was Greeting the Day, and it's connected with his great-grandfather, Dr. Kade, who was a medicine man. This medicine man traveled all the way from the Alaska Point all the way down to the California coast and healed people. So the song is called Greeting the Day. And it's a song for both men and women to dance together. And as we sing it, we can sing it any way we want to, but we are singing it how we were taught by Salangley.
Pay attention.
Thanks very much, Clayton Litane members. Live here for the past hour and a half or so from Clayton Litane Memorial Park. Of course, it's National Indigenous Peoples Day 2021. Clayton was a prime supporter of Wesley Mitchell and his great team of volunteers putting today's drum circle together. And of course, on the stage right now are our own Kashtan drummers. And they'll be performing a few more songs this afternoon. There are activities here at the park until 3 o'clock this afternoon. So if you happen to have some time and want to wander down, Chief Logan just asked that you continue to follow COVID protocols and stay safe. But for now, that'll end our live stream from the 2021 National Indigenous Peoples Day event here in the park. Again, it's the Drum Circle event. Next year, Clayton Litane hopes to be able to host a full day of activities as Clayton has done in the past. And of course, today, Chief Logan called for June 21st each year to be a national holiday so that Clayton children and all school children can come and attend, and parents of all children can come and attend today as part of the education that has to be continued, especially in light of the residential school situation here in British Columbia and across the country. So with that, enjoy the sunshine. We're in for a great run of great weather, and have a good rest of National Indigenous Peoples Day 2021. Goodbye for now from Clayton Litane Memorial Park.